EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
This is brought in at the 21. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Crap ball 80. Hurt.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Throwing is McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Looking to throw McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And the Vikings are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they'll run with ETN. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we're going to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7-7, our score after 1.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Taking a shot for down here. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Broncos at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all up.
That one out wide and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
Nix to the air.
At the Vikings, 42-yard line.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Oh, my son.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Here we go.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2.
11.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Captain.
To throw is Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Now the extra point.
Up for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Broncos 7. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Bombers. Oh, my son.
To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Felton, 50 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Nix. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready? Ready? Olay, olay, olay! Olay! Chill. Bombers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Vikings 21, Broncos 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Here's McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
On play action, McCarthy finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the air again, McCarthy. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Nix. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Vikings, first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Vikings.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Trevor Etienne, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. McCarthy operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Vikings 42, Broncos 21. For the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Marvin Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Ready.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he will have the Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So first and 10 now from the 30. Again, Dobbins trying the right side. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Back to throw. Nix. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Allen. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Fall back, yeah, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back, yeah, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back, yeah, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back, yeah, get back.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, is asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.
Fall back, yeah, get back. Fall back, yeah, get back. Back, 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 back. Fall back, 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 back.
I only like bad, with a thick, it's a big, it's a no, as long as she get really Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. When it that we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a straight rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Fall back, yeah, get back. Fall back, yeah, get back. Back, 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 back. Fall back, 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 back. Fall back, yeah, get